Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a super important topic. 7 ways to know your air conditioner is about to kick the bucket. We rely on these things so much, especially during those scorching summer months, but like any hardworking machine, they can give us warning signs before they go kaput. Now, nobody wants to be stuck in a sauna when it's 100 degrees outside, right? And even worse, emergency repairs can cost a fortune. That's why we're going to equip you with the knowledge to spot these warning signs early on. Trust me, a little preventative maintenance can save you a ton of money and discomfort in the long run. So, whether you're an AC aficionado or just someone who likes to keep their cool, stick around because we're about to break down these 7 signs your AC is waving its mechanical hand for help. Let's get to it. Alright, first up, let's talk airflow. Imagine this. You crank up your AC on a sweltering day, expecting a blast of icy coolness, but instead, you get a pathetic whimper coming from the vents. Not ideal, right? Well, that weak airflow is a major red flag that something's wrong with your AC. It's like your system is trying to breathe through a tiny straw. More often than not, weak airflow points to one of 2 culprits: a failing compressor or a clogged air filter. Let's start with the compressor. This bad boy is the heart of your AC, responsible for pumping refrigerant and keeping things cool. If it's on its last legs, it won't be able to circulate the refrigerant effectively, leading to, you guessed it, weak airflow and a house that feels more like a greenhouse. Now, onto the air filter. This unsung hero is like your AC's first line of defense, catching all the dust, dirt, and pet hair floating around. But when it gets clogged up, it's like trying to breathe through a thick wool blanket. The good news is, checking and replacing your air filter is about as easy as tying your shoes. Seriously, it's a simple DIY task that can make a world of difference. You should be aiming to swap it out at least every 3 months, or even more often if you have furry friends shedding fur like it's their job. Let's face it, nobody wants their house sounding like a haunted junkyard, especially when it's coming from their AC unit. So if your normally quiet air conditioner suddenly decides to start a one-man band, you better believe it's trying to tell you something. And trust me, ignoring these mechanical cries for help will only lead to bigger and more expensive problems down the road. First up, let's decipher what those strange noises are trying to tell you. A squealing sound, for example, is often a sign that your fan belt is worn out. This rubber belt is essential for keeping the fan spinning and moving air, so when it starts to slip, you'll hear that telltale squealing. Think of it like a loose rubber band. Not a good sound, right? Then there's the grinding noise, which sends shivers down any homeowner's spine. This generally indicates a problem with the motor bearings and spells trouble. These bearings allow the motor to run smoothly, and when they wear down, the metal-on-metal contact creates that ear-splitting grinding sound. And let's not forget about rattling. This usually means something is loose or broken inside the unit, like a loose fan blade or a worn-out compressor. We've all been there. You set your thermostat to a comfortable temperature, expecting a consistent cool breeze throughout your house. But instead, you get this weird temperature roller coaster ride, with some rooms feeling like the Arctic tundra and others like a tropical rainforest. Not exactly ideal, right? Well, my friend, if you're experiencing inconsistent temperatures in your house, it's a clear sign that your AC is struggling to do its job. And just like with the other warning signs we've covered, ignoring this problem will only make it worse and more expensive in the long run. So, what exactly causes these temperature swings? Well, it could be a few things. One common culprit is a faulty thermostat. Think of it like the brain of your AC system, telling it when to turn on and off and how much cool air to pump out. If the thermostat is on the fritz, it can send mixed signals to the AC unit, leading to those frustrating hot and cold spots. Another possibility is a problem with your ductwork. These are the metal channels responsible for distributing cool air throughout your house. Over time, ducts can develop leaks, become blocked, or simply be poorly designed, all of which can disrupt airflow and create uneven temperatures. It's like trying to water your garden with a hose full of holes. Some plants are going to get drowned, while others are left high and dry. Alright, let's talk about leaks. Now, a little condensation dripping from your AC unit is normal, especially on humid days. But if you start noticing pools of water forming around the indoor or outdoor unit, or if you see water stains on your ceiling or walls, it's time to sound the alarm bells. Because trust me, water and electronics don't mix, and ignoring this watery sign could lead to some seriously shocking consequences, pun intended. So, what causes these unwanted AC water features? One common culprit is a refrigerant leak. Refrigerant is the lifeblood of your AC system, circulating through the coils and absorbing heat to cool your house. If there's a leak, not only will your AC lose its cooling power, but that refrigerant can also start to condense and create those puddles of water you're seeing. Another possibility is a blocked condensate drain line. Remember that condensation we talked about earlier? Well, it's supposed to drain out of your AC unit through a small pipe called the condensate drain line. Alright, let's talk about humidity. We all know that sticky, muggy feeling that makes you want to shower after simply walking to the mailbox. It's like the air itself is sweating. And while some humidity is normal, especially during the summer months, if your house constantly feels like a sauna, even with the AC running, it's a telltale sign that something's not right. Think of your AC unit as a giant dehumidifier. When it's working correctly, it not only cools the air, but also removes excess moisture, creating a comfortable and refreshing environment. But when your AC starts struggling, that humidity can quickly build up, leaving your house feeling like a tropical rainforest. So, how can you tell if your house is suffering from an AC-induced humidity crisis? Well, apart from that constant sticky feeling, you might also notice condensation on your windows, a musty odor in the air, or even mold and mildew growth, especially in damp areas like bathrooms and basements. Now, if you're experiencing high humidity levels, it's essential to address the root cause, which is often a problem with your AC unit. One possibility is a refrigerant leak. Remember, refrigerant is responsible for both cooling and dehumidifying the air, so a leak can significantly impact both. Let's be real, nobody wants their house smelling like a gym sock. So if your AC suddenly starts emitting strange or unpleasant odors, it's a surefire sign that something is amiss. And just like with any of the other warning signs we've covered, ignoring these olfactory alarms will only make the problem and the smell much worse. Now, when it comes to AC odors, there are a few usual suspects. One of the most common is that musty, mildew-like smell. This is often a sign of mold or mildew growth inside your AC unit or ductwork. Remember all that condensation we talked about earlier? Well, if it's not draining properly, it can create the perfect breeding ground for these unwelcome guests. Another common culprit is a burning smell. This is never a good sign and could indicate an electrical problem with your AC unit, such as a failing motor or overheating wiring. Ignoring a burning smell is like playing with fire, literally, and could lead to a dangerous electrical fire. Alright, let's talk about everyone's least favorite topic: bills, specifically energy bills. We all know that feeling of dread when that envelope arrives, especially during the summer months when our AC units are working overtime. But what if I told you that a sudden spike in your energy bill could be a sign that your AC is on its last legs? You see, just like a car that's low on oil or a phone with a dying battery, an aging or malfunctioning AC unit has to work much harder to achieve the same results. This increased effort translates into more energy consumption, which, in turn, leads to those wallet-draining energy bills. So, how can you tell if your AC is the energy-hogging culprit? Well, start by comparing your current energy bill to those from previous months or even the same time last year. If you notice a significant increase, and you haven't made any major changes to your energy usage habits, there's a good chance your AC is to blame. Now, several factors can cause an AC unit to become an energy vampire. One common culprit is a refrigerant leak. Remember, refrigerant is responsible for absorbing heat and cooling your house. If there's a leak, the AC has to work harder and longer to compensate for the lost refrigerant, leading to increased energy consumption. Another possibility is a dirty air filter. And there you have it, folks. 7 telltale signs that your AC might be heading for a meltdown. Remember, Just like with our own health, prevention is key when it comes to our home appliances. Catching these issues early can save you from those dreaded midsummer breakdowns and expensive emergency repairs. So, next time you crank up the AC, take a moment to listen, look, and feel for any of these warning signs. Your wallet and your sanity will thank you. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tips and tricks to keep your home running smoothly.